Hey friends, Vince here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be cooking up something I've gotten a few different requests for. We're gonna be doing a simple breaded pork chop. Now, pork chops are great for a few reasons. No matter what your budget is, it's gonna fit the bill, baby. And we're not skipping on flavor. Today, I'm gonna show you how to kick it up a notch with a few ingredients that'll take your pork chops to a whole new level. So, stay tuned. We're gonna be incorporating some sage and some Parmesan cheese into our Panko breading. We're gonna have a 3-part station with flour, egg, breadcrumbs, and it's gonna be delicious. We're gonna be frying in some peanut oil. So if you're a fan of a good old-fashioned Chick-fil-A sandwich, you know it comes with that flavor from the peanut oil that there's just something about it that tastes a little bit different. So today, we're gonna be frying up our pork chops in some peanut oil. Friends, if you haven't already, make sure to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I make delicious new recipes on Thursdays. So this recipe is so simple. We have 6 organic thin cut pork chops. Now you can use whatever pork chops you want for this, but these thin ones, they're gonna fry up super quick, so they're gonna be extra crispy with our Panko breading. We're also gonna incorporate some fresh sage into our Panko breading, along with some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. All right, so we're gonna wanna set up a 3-part station with seasoned flour that just has a basic flour, salt, and pepper. Not a lot, because our seasoning is gonna have plenty of salt flavor as well. So just a little bit of salt and pepper, a couple of eggs, and then we have some seasoned Panko breading that is Pecorino Romano cheese already in it. Now we're gonna kick this up a whole nother notch by taking some Parmesan cheese and just shredding it right in. After we throw in our Parmesan cheese, we're gonna hit it with a little bit of black pepper. Now our cheese is already really salty, so we don't need to throw in any extra salt. We also have some salt incorporated into our seasoned flour. We're gonna throw in some garlic powder. Hit it with some red pepper. A little bit of onion powder. We're also gonna hit it with a little bit of Italian seasoning. Next, we're gonna take some of this fresh sage. We're gonna give it a quick chop. Now, if you haven't cooked with sage before, it's an amazing aromatic. And with something like pork, it can really just add a whole different depth of flavor. So we're just gonna chop up a little bit of this and we're gonna incorporate it right into our Panko breading. And now that we got everything in here, we're gonna stir up our breadcrumbs, our fresh sage, our Italian seasoning, and that delicious salty cheese. Grab a fork and whisk that quick. Okay, now that we have a simple egg wash, we're gonna grab our thin organic pork. We're gonna coat it with a little bit of seasoned flour. Put into our egg wash, switch hands. One hand wet, one hand dry. Keep everything somewhat clean. You know, we'll still make a little bit of a mess. Drop that into our breading with our sage, our Parmesan cheese, our Italian seasoning, our red pepper. Get everything coated beautifully. It's gonna have plenty of breading, but we don't wanna over bread it either. And that's really all there is to it, guys. We're just gonna do this one at a time. And just take your time here. You know, this is a super quick recipe. It goes great with stuff, you know, mashed potatoes and broccoli, baked potato, maybe some fries, maybe a side salad. Really goes great with so many different things. And super budget friendly. A really cheap, delicious recipe that, you know, while it doesn't break the bank, still got plenty of flavor. And going that extra mile with a little bit of fresh sage and fresh Parmesan cheese, out of this world, baby. So I would say for a recipe like this, if you're using thin pork chops like I'm using, I would say about 3, maybe even 4 is going to be a good portion size. If you're using thicker pork chops, then you know, you can obviously use less. The reason I like these thin guys is you're really going to have a nice ratio between the crust of the breading and the pork chop. If your pork chop's super thick, then you know, the breading's still going to be good, but the ratio is going to be completely different. So that's why I'm using these thin guys, and I suggest you do too. Once our pork chops are beautifully seasoned, beautifully breaded, we're going to grab our peanut oil and we're going to heat up our cast iron. So we're just going to grab these one by one and get them straight into our cast iron. Now, we have 6 pork chops here. A cast iron pan like this is going to fit 3 beautifully. We're going to want to do 2 batches. Now, because these are really thin, they're going to cook up really quickly. So we're going to want to, you know, watch them and make sure, especially with that Parmesan cheese, that our crust doesn't burn. So you can see this is the first one that went in. And look how it's got that nice golden brown crust, but it's not burnt. So you can see it's only been a few minutes and these are getting close. So we're gonna flip them over again. See, we got that beautiful, nice golden brown and just a little bit more Parmesan over the top. All right, guys, it's time to see how we did. Now, there's a few things that are optional here. Can't hurt if you're, you know, big on lemon. You can also hit it with a little bit of lemon juice here. I'm not gonna do that. Not in the mood for it today, but definitely can't hurt. So, cheers. Oh man, that's delicious. It's crispy and cheesy on the outside. It's moist and tender on the inside. 10 out of 10. You gotta try it. Tell me what you think. If you try this recipe, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. Till next time. Thanks for watching. I hope to earn your subscription. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found value from it.